It's played host to 10 Super Bowls with an 11th on the way in 2020. Yes, we are in beautiful Miami, Florida. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Miami Dolphins. On first down, it's Tannehill. And his first pass is incomplete. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. And on 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw, Tannehill. It's caught. Cameron, left side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. 3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now it's Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 9 on the play, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
I know they got the first down, but, Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he's got room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill, and he's got him. It's the tight end Cameron. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jordan Cameron, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. A first down throw for Bradford. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Time to feature the offensive starters and to give some love to the tight end, Kyle Rudolph.
He's been to the Pro Bowl already, battled a few injuries.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. You know, for this Vikings team, as they come back out here on offense, I don't know that any group had more of a roller coaster ride than them in the 2016 season. The quarterback change at the beginning, the hot start, and then the cold middle. It was just a tough year for them, wasn't it?
It really was. And when you look at how their season went, you mentioned the roller coaster. A lot of it can come back to the injuries, especially along the offensive line. I think by around October, maybe even early November, I'm surprised you and I didn't get a call to go audition to be a left tackle there because they were just down so many guys. So that made it difficult to run the ball and to protect Sam Bradford, their quarterback, and it reflected in their final record.
Give them 11 on the gain there, and it'll give the Vikings a first down.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
First down, here's a run with Peterson.
Brandon, I know you play the fantasy football game, and Adrian Peterson has to be a popular pick for owners. But this year, a tough season for him. A knee injury early limited him to 72 yards total for the season.
Yeah, early indeed. Week 2 on that knee injury. So 72 yards, as you said, for the year. Came back, admirable, hoping to get him into the playoffs, but didn't look like he was ready to return.
One guy I never count out, though, is Adrian Peterson. I expect a monster return in 2017.
8 yards to go here on second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bradford now. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. I'm just looking side by side at Diggs' number, rookie year versus sophomore year a season ago. 52 catches as a rook, 84 last year. But something you pointed out to me, yards per catch is off a bit, isn't it?
It is, and, you know, his first year, he was known a little bit more as a big play threat. This past season, adjusting to a new quarterback in Sam Bradford, that number went down by about 3 yards per catch. But he can be an explosive type of a receiver. Look at the last 2 games of the regular season, well over 100 yards in both.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. And how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility? Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, It's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Eric Kendricks in there to sack him for a loss of 6. 12 yards to go on third down. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota.
The timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Bradford off the play fake to Peterson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a third down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well-conceived, well-designed, and even better executed.
So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Tannehill on first down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a first down throw. Tannehill surveying the field. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. But Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns. Let's go.
Hey, from worst to first.
It's a gain of 24 that time. And the Dolphins have a first down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first down, Tannehill. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Deion Sims from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught at the 20. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now a first down following that long gain. From the red zone now, Bradford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They run again with Peterson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
On 3rd down, Bradford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Andre Branch coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now Bradford. He's under pressure. They got him again. Cameron Wake in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So now here come the Dolphins. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. That's complete, right around the 8. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They snap it to Tannehill. Flushed out right, and that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Deion Sims, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, Peterson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 3rd down, it's Adrian Peterson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll indeed go for it. It's Bradford. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. 11 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah. After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
He was looking for Adam Thielen there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
When I see Cameron Wake make plays like that, I can't help but shake my head sometimes. He had to go to Canada first before he came back to the NFL, where he's now an all-pro.
Yeah, undrafted out of Penn State, but look at him now.
And just think about all the pass-rushing moves he has, his ability to play against the run. Remember, he was a combo outside linebacker, defensive end. Now he's just simply one of the best in the NFL.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. On 4th down, they do snap it. Bradford. And he's able to find Diggs. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to the ground, Peterson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Back now in Miami. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Bradford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They come out here in the I.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. It's Jelani Jenkins that brings him down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rashawn Jones. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And to give this time to the tailback. And some room to roam now. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play that time for the Dolphins. 42 yards. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. On the ground, this is Williams. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And now it's 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Tannehill on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. So they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They come out here in the I. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down.